talk some college hoops, NCAA March Madness. So I mean, let's just do a little recap over the weekend. So we had the Sweet 16 and the Elite Eight. Any surprises there? Anything you seen there that you want to talk about specifically?
No, not really. I mean, your pick. Who'd you have? You said NC State. I mean, you like them.
Yeah, I picked NC State going to the Final Four. A lot of the other guys were high on NC State. Like I said before, just because of that run they had in the ACC tournament, they didn't just beat North Carolina and Duke. They handled North Carolina and Duke. So that just gave me a reason of seeing a team that was super hot at the right time,
right,
and having the ability to come out there and play. Yep.
I mean, this is kind of like their run back in the early '80s with Jim Valvano. They I mean, when they beat who they beat they beat Houston Cougars that year with Clyde Drexler. All them guys. I mean, they were like a big time underdog going to that game. They were a Cinderella team. Let's say that. It was like they're playing the role. They're Cinderella right now.
Yeah, they're the Cinderella of the tournament this year, right now. And they play Purdue in the Final Four. So what you got on that? What you feeling?
I like State. I like NC State to be that'd be a good battle between those two big men. But, I think the difference in this game is going to be the guard play for the two different teams, for the two teams, and I think NC State has the two better guards. So yeah.
Okay, and then man, I just want to do a spill on this for a second. So I remember I kept saying, because of history, how teams don't typically repeat in college basketball. And Florida Gators were the last team to do it in 06 and 07. But man, watching UConn play Illinois, I mean, I saw the first two teams they blew out. I saw how pretty good they were. And dude, after seeing them obliterate Illinois, I'm sold. I'm bought in. I don't see these guys losing.
All right.
That big man they had down there, just blocking. They were just blocking shots. Made every shot so tough for the Illinois to get through. And then they had a tough first half. They had a stretch where I think they were 1 for 11 for shooting on the outside. Then it's like that didn't matter. They just keep the pace going. It's like they have some kind of hardness about them that they just keep pounding the thing. And then the most interesting thing about that game, I mean, I was already sold, but this completely nipped it in the bud for me, was the fact that UConn, they're the number one offense. And do you know who's the number two offense in college basketball? That's Illinois. Illinois, and they went on a 30-0 run against Illinois.
Wow. Yeah.
And there was another interesting thing. So in real time, you're considering the game time and just normal time, like the commercials, halftime, and whatever and all that. Illinois technically didn't score for 50 minutes in that game. I'm just like, bro, what?
Yeah, that's crazy. It's like UConn came out the second half, totally different team.
Right.
Flip that switch, But like I said, I'm more. I want to see Burns and Edey. I want to see that matchup.
Burns and Edey,
yep. That's what I want to see, man. Yep.
Yeah, that's one folks are definitely itching for. So we got that going on, and recently, as of tonight, Caitlin Clark in Iowa, they get revenge on Angel Reese and the LSU Tigers. And what was this? The Elite Eight game, Elite Eight matchup.
Yeah, it's Elite Eight, yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Elite Eight, because they closed it out this week. And I saw this coming. I picked Iowa to win this matchup. LSU was strong, but I remember us talking earlier. You said that they had the swag, they had the momentum last year, and that's when Angel Reese got really popular with the LSU Tigers. Then,
Yep. Yeah, and I didn't. I like I said, I wasn't picking a team in this matchup, but I knew Iowa would pull it out. Like I said, LSU, they're good, but they just all hype, man. They're just exciting to watch, but when it comes down to actual real team play, you know, Iowa, I think Iowa was better. Was a better team, better overall team.
Yeah, but it's really good to see the women's stars really shine. I mean, you got Juju Watkins, Reese, and Caitlin Clark. But I feel like it's definitely better to see Caitlin Clark make it all the way because she's the biggest. She is the biggest star in college basketball. So her making it all the way and winning the championship, I feel like is the best thing for women's basketball because more eyes are going to tune in to Caitlin Clark being there over anybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes, and what Dawn Staley is doing at South Carolina is pretty remarkable.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
she's on a run like my man from what was his name, Gino, when UConn had those years.
Yeah.
They won like 100-some games
Mm-hmm.
without a loss or whatever. Yeah, she's kind of got the same type of thing going, having the same type of effect on those girls there. But we're gonna see how the Final Four plays out with them. But I think I will win it all. Yeah.
All right. So, all right. Just trying to get down to the nitty gritty. So, let's go ahead and make our Final Four predictions. I mean, I kind of already know what you got planned. Let me go first. So, NC State versus Purdue. I'm just saying, I think we're going to get the big man matchup. UConn's going to take out Alabama. And if you're looking at the spreads, guys, so for my picks, I put NC State to cover -1.5 and plus 8.5. Sorry, and I have UConn to cover -11.5. Bro, UConn has to cover this game, right? This is going to be like a dub plus 20+ game.
Yeah,
and I see
UConn's pretty.
And I see a championship matchup with Purdue and UConn, and whatever the spread is, take UConn. Bro.
No, so you think NC State? You think Purdue's going to beat NC State?
I think so.
So you like the 8.5 points with NC State.
NC State, but I wouldn't be surprised if Purdue wins. Yeah, Purdue's been proving me wrong all tournament.
No,
I bet against Purdue like 3 times.
Edie's not going to be able to get down like he's been doing, man. He gonna have some. No, he's gonna have to deal with my man Burns. You know.
Okay.
That's gonna be, like I said, that's gonna be an interesting matchup to see. But I think the guard play is gonna be the difference in this game. So and I get the edge to NC State. Get the edge to NC State, man. Better guard play.
Okay.
What kind of game? It's right around the corner.
What kind of game do you see for the other matchup?
Like you said, I mean, I'm looking at the total right now. The total is over under 162.
Mm-hmm.
That's 80 points apiece. So
Alabama's not gonna score 80 points.
No, they're not. They're not.
Dude, UConn is about to smack these boys.
Yeah, they're gonna run over them. But I mean, you never see a blowout in Final Four. At least not in the 2 games prior to the championship game. You rarely see a blowout. So I won't be surprised if there's a backdoor cover there. But yeah, UConn's going to win that, and UConn beat the UConn. I think UConn against NC State.
UConn and NC State.
Yeah, UConn cut the nets down.
UConn cut the nets.
But in my bracket, I had Carolina and UConn right here, though.
You did?
Carolina, yeah. Carolina underperformed on Thursday night, so take the good with the bad. They're my boys.
All right, and one more thing. So a question about UConn. Is UConn officially, or have they officially been one of the blue bloods, one of the underrated blue bloods of college basketball?
Oh, for sure. Yes, for sure. They've
why is it that they've kind of, folks like us that really watch it and know the sport, know the names and whatnot, they don't fly so much under the radar, but from the big picture, they do fly under the radar, is it just Brandon? I mean, you look at Kentucky, North Carolina, UCLA, and Duke, and you think about it, if UConn wins, they'll have the same number of championships as North Carolina,
Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell you what the difference is. Those guys stay in school. They don't have the one and dones like Duke has one and dones. Kentucky. I mean, look at Kentucky's exit this year. They lost the first game in the tournament. All of them freshmen. What do you expect from them guys? You know, that may as well have been a pickup game for Kentucky. You know, Calipari say, "Hey, let me get you, man. Y'all come play in this turn." Kind of like was it Buzz the Rim?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, man. Those guys don't have enough time to play together. Actually, jail. They don't know each other. I mean, then you run across a team like who was that put UConn out? Was not UConn, Kentucky. Was it it was Oakland. Oakland. Yeah, those guys been there for a minute. You know, they know each other. That's what you had. You had seasoned basketball players coming up against a bunch of rookies. You know, so until that until that changes amongst these so-called blue bloods, it's gonna be, you're gonna get the same result every year. Mm-hmm. 1 or 2 wins in the tournament. Those guys only there just for a season or two before they go to the league, before they go to the watered down NBA. You know?
Yeah, it makes me think about some years ago. It was that superstar Kentucky team. They went undefeated. They had the twins. Did they have the twins on that team?
You have to refresh my memory.
Okay, but I remember Wisconsin team that had Sam Decker and Frank Kaminsky, and those guys were,
in the championship.
Those guys were senior players, and it was the same scenario. It was a good game, but they didn't make it to the big dance like they were supposed to. You know, go undefeated and make it there.
Right. But yeah, that's what happens, man. Until them guys get that one and done out of this, not out of the school, but till they get away from that one and done thing, you won't see Kentucky back there. Duke's not one of those schools, particularly, you know, who recruits a lot of one and dones, but I mean, they're right. Look at their class coming in 2025.
They don't. I mean, you look over the past 10 years, look how many one and dones they have. I mean, like Zion, Okafor, Jabari
not
Parker.
Like Kentucky to lose a whole freaking starting lineup. Maybe one or them guys at Kentucky.
Yeah.
Freshmen. Yeah. I mean, they'll have that 1 or 2 superstars that come through there, but for the most part, those guys come there to get the education. I mean, North Carolina's the same way. They rarely have one and dones.
Mm-hmm. Now, how did that happen? North Carolina had a few one and dones over the last 20 years, right?
Yeah. Harrison Barnes, he was one of those. Who else?
Is that about it?
My man Anthony, he was one and done.
Okay.
Yeah.
But still, it's not. They didn't have a lot. They didn't have a lot.
Nah.
All right. Shoot, you got anything else for us on We the Champs?
No, that's pretty much it, man.
All right, guys.
Sweet. I think it's gonna be a great weekend though. College basketball, and UConn's gonna cut the net sound next Monday night.
All right.
That's simple.
So y'all heard it here, guys.
On NC State plus 8.5. NC State plus 8.5. That's where the money's at.
All right.
Play them on the money line too. They're gonna beat Purdue.
Play NC State on the money line.
Yes.
Y'all see it, guys. Yes. Y'all see it right there. NC State on the money line against Purdue. This is free money, guys. We're giving you.
Yes.
All right. Well, folks, that about wraps it up for this segment of We the Champs. Carolina Blue, we appreciate having you on. Guys, do us a quick favor. Hit that like, subscribe, share, and comment. We the Champs. We out. Thank you.
Later.